what was supposed to be the running of the baby bulls, which quickly turned into the year the Moon Boys went silent. Bitcoin, crypto, the stock market, and the hopes and dreams of many degenerates have been crushed and burnt into oblivion. But as 2022 comes to a close, will 2023 come to the rescue of the millionaires that should have been? Or will 2023 usher in so much pain, so much complete dumpulation, that not even the strongest laxative could ever hope to achieve? Bitcoin right now sits on the edge of a decision and a metaphorical cliff, as well as a very real cliff, as the entire crypto market alongside the stock market right now face a decision. And that decision is so big, so grand as we head into a new year of 2023 that everything will change. And I've got some big news for everybody that's expecting for this to get much worse. See this channel, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on those ghost notifications to never miss these completely time-sensitive alerts. And without any further ado, let's jump into what surely will be a game-changing end of 2022. As this year, as it's no surprise to anyone, we know has been incredibly dumpy, and we now face the real possibility of the first time of entering a very dumpy stock market trend alongside Bitcoin for the very first time in history, dating all the way back to the creation of the very first Bitcoin. And right now, as you can see, Bitcoin is right now, it's experiencing basically its only third red year. If we take a look, we've had in 2014, in 2018, and now in 2022, absolutely, unless Bitcoin would somehow jump tens of thousands of dollars over the next couple of days, which it won't, if everything stands as it is now, we will be receiving our pretty much third red dumpy year for Bitcoin. And it has been a truly dumpy year confirmed. Now, obviously, looking at this chart, that makes you think, wow, if we get one of these dumpy years, maybe we'll get a pumpy year. Yes, that's very possible, but there's some much bigger things that will dictate and determine for us if that's actually a possibility. One being this long-term trend that we've seen the stock market continue to get rejected on. And if, as we've just gotten rejected over the last few weeks, really the beginning of December, on this long-term trend line, if that continues again, any similar trend, then we should see a continued retracement, even to new lows on the stock market below the 3,500 for the SPX level, below 3,500. And that absolutely would bring in some massive dumpulation for the crypto Moon Boys and beyond. And so that's something we're going to be tackling with at the very beginning of 2023. It's very likely, in my opinion, that 2023 is going to end up being green. But the first couple of months of 2023 might be the dumpiest that we've ever seen. Okay, so that is a very shocking, very big wake-up call, I think, to many people, is that 2022 we've gotten completely covered in dumpage times 10, times 100 even. And, as we head into a new year, a lot of people are going to be looking at this as a new, renewed, optimistic potential outcome for the stock market and crypto. And I think that some of those hopes and dreams will be crushed faster than they were created as we start off 2023. But ultimately, I do think that towards the middle and tail end of 2023, things will absolutely take a turn in a optimistic and a bullish way. But 2023 looks to be shaping up even dumpier than 2022 started. And we all know how 2022 started. And so that's very big. Now, I think it is worth noting that tech stocks are also getting crushed. For example, Tesla, this is what it did in 2022. Basically just rode an elevator straight down, performing way worse than the stock market. And, one good thing for Bitcoin holders is at least Bitcoin has beat Tesla in terms of these losses. Bitcoin has been holding up a little bit better. But it's very important, guys. This sell-off very likely will accelerate in the coming weeks, and this bear market is far from over, says Tony Guinea here with a Twitter update. And I do think that over these next few weeks, it is possible that we see something that will blow the trousers off of many market participants. And that's something that I think just over these next few weeks we have to be watching for. As we shift into a new year, the markets look very, very shaky, and they've been continuously blasted through support to the downside. I think it's very worth noting that now is a very wise time to bundle up and expect some absolute dumpulation potentially. Now, one thing too is that if the market, if we see the Fed pivot, okay, one thing we've seen historically is that when the Fed pivots, that does not automatically mean moonshot. In fact, historically, it's shown the opposite. That when the Fed pivots, in fact, we get even sometimes dumpulations more so into those pivots. So before ultimately then, yes, turning around. But with that being said, we look at something like the DXY. Are we setting up? Are we building up support right here on the 104 or 105 level to go on a multi-week rally as the stock market and crypto ultimately will suffer from that? Or are we just evening out before some sort of rebound in these markets? And if I would have to take my best guess, based on everything we're seeing, I don't see a reason why Bitcoin will start pumping all of a sudden just yet. Okay, absolutely could happen. Nobody knows. Literally no one knows. By tomorrow, some event, some news could happen that could change that. But right now, the narrative of the stock market getting crushed and Bitcoin following alongside of that, there seems to be nothing, in my opinion, right now that will change that in the very, very short term. Now, as I said, ultimately, I think that's going to be changing throughout the year of 2023. But right now, what is on the menu, boys? It is dumpage, trash, garbage, and more dumpage. Really, that's pretty much what's on the menu. And you have to order from the menu. And the only thing you can order from the menu is getting completely dumped on. So if you guys channel make your lecture up to miss the absolute time-sensitive alerts, take advantage of massive bonuses with BITGET and BitGet below if you're interested in spot trading, getting massive bonuses, $30 free just for signing up with BITGET below, in addition to many other rewards as well. Without any further ado, that's it for me.